Christian. You have a very good paper, so let's go through it. There's just a couple things I wanted to note. Just a few, excuse me, grammatical problems, which I wouldn't even really call problems, just really minor. This is not a comma because this is not an independent clause. So, no comma, that's minor. I would have combined these sentences with a semicolon because these two go together and you're starting it with yet. And then throughout the paper, it's a little bit redundant in the swimsuit portion, the swimsuit portion, the swimsuit portion in the pageant. I know that's your topic, but it's just a lot of like back to back. The swimsuit portion, and then in the next sentence, the swimsuit portion, and then in the very next sentence, the swimsuit portion. So it's just a lot of sentences back to back that say that. So you have an introductory clause here, so you would want by continuing to do the swimsuit portion in the competition, comma. So really commas are probably the biggest thing in the article, comma. Let's see here. Although the organization has said in the past that the swimsuit portion of the competition was meant to show off the athleticism of the young women participating, comma, that was not always the message communicated to the audience. Last name, right here, and page number, you don't put the first name. So I'm not going to go through and fix every comma mistake because, yes, do I want you to fix your commas? Yes, but it's not a major problem, but it is something that I want you to be aware of and maybe focus on for the next paper. I would probably, for the next paper, make sure you're using a little bit more of your sources. You use it pretty heavily in some parts, but for this one, it's good. Just something to keep in mind for the next one. Always use page numbers if you can, not paragraph numbers. However, you're doing really good with your sources. Let's continue on. Come back up here. You say they're be sexualized, and that means other people are doing that, but right here you're saying they embrace their sexual desires. So that's not the same thing. This right here is being sexualized, this sentence. But this is about their desires. So those are two different things. I'm reading it. So you comma here, that's good. Comma here, that's good. This is a comma splice. You have a complete sentence and a complete sentence, no conjunction, so that's a comma splice. You say you don't want to say anything like many articles. Reports say, studies show. You want to be concrete. In the past year or so, comma. If it's a page number, you don't need the P period. You would do that for a paragraph, P-A-R-A. But just for a page number, you would leave that out and just put 5. Good. That's a good comma. By insisting that these women go on stage. Having self-doubt. So you say having self-doubt happens when someone lacks confidence in them. So that makes it sound like other people lack confidence, so self-doubt. So I would have a stronger topic sentence. You're talking about, go back up to your thesis. Having self-doubt about the way they look. So I would have a stronger topic sentence that goes along with this. This all is, but this doesn't really fit right there. No comma here. Okay, so let's see here. Imagine how these young women who think they aren't as pretty, no comma, or as skinny feel whenever they have to put on a bit. This is a really awkward and confusing sentence, this one right here. And you say these women are absolutely destroyed, no comma. You don't want to generalize on this and say that every girl, because it's probably not every girl is crushed. So you would want to be careful with that so you're not generalizing. where's the end of this? Good. For the next one, because you're technically not supposed to have more than 2 to 3 lines of a direct quote. So this one is a little bit long. I'm not going to take off for this one, but for the next paper, I would be careful with that. In an article written by Dante Comma, he states that. Good. Page number. Overall, you have a really good paper. This is a good comma, and I like that, a good usage of a comma, and I like that sentence. Let's go down here. If you look here, so I'm scrolling up, you see where my cursor is? So technically your works cited, it should be aligned right here. So if I scroll down, scrolling down, so your margins are off on your works cited page. Let's see here. Good. Accessed. I'm not seeing your book. I don't see your book. So you're lacking that source. So overall, this is good. I hope this helps. And so make sure you make these changes and incorporate that into your next paper and keep doing what you're doing.